Okay. My, let's see if you can see this Medtronic for your pacemaker patient manual. It's my user manual. I remember getting a user manual with my first one, so that's kind of a cool upgrade. I hadn't looked at it first. It's the first time I've looked at it actually. So cool. It gives some neat information on the human heart and human electrical system. So I'll definitely be able to learn something. And again, it's 2 in the morning, so I thought about it, but I forgot to grab it. I've got my old pacemaker, which is super cool, because they gave me an old one. So I'm going to do a little research, find out what the difference is. Today is day 3. I get to take the bandage off. I'm following all the doctor's orders. If I'm going to listen to what they said, I'm going to do as they ask, because I'm assuming that they are doing this because they love being a doctor and not for any other reason. And that they are going to give me and prescribe the things that are most beneficial. But the justification is it's most beneficial based on clinical trials and clinical analysis and scientific, very structured, very rigid views of things, which life is not. So I'm not really sure how to accept that, because you gotta have an anomaly. That's what I want to be, the anomaly in their scientific studies. So I'm not sure how to do that and follow my doctor's advice at the same time. So yeah, so I get to take this cool patch off and see what's underneath. But I'm going to take a shower first, just to soften it up. This will be the first time I really got to take a shower. Other than that, I can only sponge bath until now. So I haven't really felt human. But I've been able to get out and act human, I guess. Sorry, I'm going to start picking at it and doing it on the screen. I thought about doing that, but that might be a little freaky for everybody to see me ripping this thing off. But I'm definitely not going to do it while it's not wet, just because it's going to make it a little bit easier, I think. I don't really know about ripping this off like a Band-Aid, you know, like do you do that with this? They don't really send you any instructions on that. They just say to remove it. I got a checkup on the 15th, so Wednesday. It is now Monday, so Wednesday morning I'll go and they'll hook me up and be able to do the readouts and everything. But that was one of my big fears going in. I'm trying to feed my elephant that I'm not going to be afraid of it and it's going to be okay. But that was my concern, my fear, you know, that I'm going to have to go through this long process of getting it dialed in, because that's what I went through getting the first one in. They said, no, basically we can put it in there, it's the same settings. So trusting the surgeons, trusting the med tech guy, Kevin, he was awesome. Dr. Jones was James, I forget his name now. Dr. something or other. He was really nice, working on the names thing. Dr. Fung, my anesthesiologist, he was funny as all get out. Joanne, the lady that did my IV and my nurse, she was great. She's from Kenya, super sweet lady. Easiest IV I ever had, so that was a fear that I had that didn't come true, right? So I got just as much likelihood to believe that all the good things come with that. The Medtronic's tech and new girl, I guess she came in and did the reading before the surgery, and Ashley was her name. So very nice, very cool. So all those things were good. So, and she assured me that the reason that they were changing it was a good and valid reason, that they just didn't have the predictability with my old model where they could say how long I would have, but I was getting in that low threshold. It wasn't too low, but it was to that point where it may go in a few months or it may go like tomorrow. So good thing that I went. I think that I did the right thing to do this before I went to Costa Rica. I spent a lot of time praying on it. But we'll see what the upgrades bring. So, and in the upgrades and with whatever they bring, even if it is getting electrocuted throughout the night, while you're trying to go to sleep, I will figure out a way to turn it into a positive thing, because it'll just remind me that I'm a cool cyborg and I can write neat stories about being a cyborg and making it realistic, and using technology to do it and being able to link up with technology, which is why I'm doing videos. So anyway, that's it for now. I think I may take this off a little bit later. I just had to get some things off my chest, I guess.